Okay, so first off, what you're going to need for this is one of these terrarium planters from Dollar Tree. Now, my Dollar Tree carries these all year round. I don't know if anybody else's Dollar Trees does, but I really like these. There's so many things that you can do with them. Here is the tag, terrarium planter, and here is the back in case anybody wants to order these. Okay, so you're going to need one of those. You're going to need some glitter. I'm going to be using this dark blue glitter. You need some of these little miniatures from the Dollar Tree. I have these trees, some carolers, and then here's another pack that has a snowman and some shoppers and this guy hauling little mini trees. A glue gun and glue sticks. You're going to need something to coat the inside of your ornament with to get the glitter to stick. Now you can use Mod Podge for this if you want to. Gloss, of course. I really like using the polyacrylic from Minwax in gloss. There's a label for that. I don't want to tip it sideways because the lid isn't on very well. And I store mine in a Ziploc bag. I put it in the bag and then put the lid down on it, and that keeps your lid from sticking to your container. So you're going to need that. You're also going to need some lights. Now you don't have to put lights in yours. I want lights in mine. And I got these from the Dollar Tree. They are little stars, and they are kind of like the fairy lights. They have wires, really thin wires, not like these here that have the plastic coated wire, because what I'm going to do is once I get the lights in, I'm going to go back and I'm going to cover the wire with a little bit of Mod Podge and some glitter so that it does not show. And the wires are thin enough to be able to do that. So let's see, I think that's all you're going to need. Of course, some, I think I said a glue gun and glue sticks, some artificial snow to go on the bottom. Now Dollar Tree has the artificial snow that looks like little round styrofoam packing pellets. I don't like that as well as this stuff. I got this from Dollar General. It was $2 a bag for a 2-quart bag, and it just looks like white shredded up garbage bags. That's what this looks like, but you know, Walmart carries this. pretty much anywhere carries this right now. So let's see. First off, what I want to do is I want to coat the inside of my ornament with this polyacrylic. Like I said, you can paint on Mod Podge if you want. I really like the polyacrylic as far as adhering glitter to plastic to the inside of ornaments. It lasts longer. I like the results a lot better. So I'm just going to take my polyacrylic here out of the bag, and it does look white and milky. Just give it a good stir. It will not look like this once it dries. It dries crystal clear. Just give it a really good stir gently. You don't want to get a whole lot of bubbles in here. And this here is just a stick that I save when I'm using artificial flowers. I'm just using the blossoms. I keep some of the stems and I use it for stuff like this. So now I have a plastic cup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit of polyacrylic in here. It does not take a lot at all. And we'll swirl it around and then hold it over a cup to drain. Now there is a hole here. I guess that's where you put your plants in. You can water them through this hole. I'm going to cover that with a piece of packing tape. And then once I have the glitter on, I'm going to take it back off, because I don't want the polyacrylic to sit up and dry and make the tape permanently stick. And I like this hole being here because that's what I'm going to thread the lights through here in a little bit. Okay, that should be sealed pretty well. So now, like I said, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. And that is way, way more than what you need. Now just swirl it around really, really well. Make sure you get a good coat on there. This stuff is really thin, but it works so well. Swirl it all the way around. I'm trying to be careful so I don't accidentally spill any, and if I spill any out of this side where the tape is, it's okay. This is just my craft table. No biggie. I want to refinish this table. And I'm just letting it pour into the cup. I hope I got enough still in there to make it all the way around. Oh, let's not miss the top. Okay. I have it covered, and now I'm just going to set it down on top of this cup and let it drip. It's going to continue to drip for quite a while, so give it a good 2 to 3 minutes. Don't let it sit for too long, because then you're not going to have a nice coat of the polyacrylic in there, and you're going to have bare spots. So don't let it drain for too long. I want to set that right there. And I'm just going to set my polyacrylic back in this bag. I don't have anything, darn it, I don't have anything right now to wipe the rim off. But you really do need to take a napkin or something and wipe the rim of the container before you put the lid on. But the bag will do just fine. Now I'm going to take the end of my scissors here and just tap that to knock the lid back on. I'm not going to do that right now because it's loud. I'm going to let this drip for a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll put the glitter in it. Okay, now this has been thoroughly coated, and now I'm going to take the rest of this polyacrylic and we'll pour it back into the container here in a moment. But let's see, I have a piece of paper here. That's what I'm going to, oh, sit still. That's what I'm going to pour the glitter over, so then I can just take the piece of paper, fold it a little bit, and then pour the glitter back into the container. So now I'm just going to dump some glitter in. And we're going to shake it all about. Shake it all about. Whee! I like this part because I love looking down in there to see all that glitter. It's pretty, pretty. Okie dokie. Just shake it all around. Excuse me. Like this. Now, this is the difficult part. Waiting for this to dry. You need to give this at least 24 hours, okay, to really set up, harden, and so that when we start to work on the inside, we don't scrape it and cause any of the glitter to come off. Because now once this dries, we're going to take a coat of Mod Podge, because this dries so much faster, and just take a very light coat of Mod Podge and go over that glitter on the inside. Okay, now I want to take this sticker off. Tape. Y'all know what I'm saying. I want to unstick the tape. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Like I said, I don't want it to harden up and make the tape be a permanent part of it. Ooh, look! A perfect little circle. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to stick this somewhere. I don't have any place to stick it. I know where I could tell somebody else to stick it. I don't know where to stick it. Okay, so now we're going to take this, and it does have a flat bottom, so you could just set it flat up like this and let it dry. Don't worry at this point if you didn't let enough polyacrylic drain out and it pools in the bottom, because we're going to cover that up, so don't worry about it. Just set it on its flat little bottom here and let that dry. Now, I'm going to clean up my glitter, hopefully not make too big of a mess. Like I say, you know, glitter is like the herpes of the craft world. Once you get it on you, you ain't going to get it back off. Just put the glitter in there, and we'll pour this excess stuff back into the container, and I will see y'all in 24 hours. Okay, so I've got my lights in there. I wanted most of them kind of up top and around the edge, you know, so that the light could kind of reflect down and towards the stuff on the inside. But yeah, if you're using just regular fairy lights and not the star-shaped, you know, you could just wind some around the outer ring here, and then maybe some up top. But I just wanted just a couple to show in the back. And don't worry about the wires. As you can see, I tried to cover them up with the Mod Podge and some glitter. I just painted the Mod Podge on the wire, sprinkled in some glitter, and then shook it back out. And that helps it to blend into the background a little bit better. Is it perfect? Of course not, but that's okay, because this stuff is handmade. It does not have to be perfect. And it's pretty much going to be covered up with our little trees and carolers and whatnot. So for our trees, like I said, these came from Dollar Tree, and as you can see, they're two different sizes, and I would like both of these trees to go in there. The smaller one will fit. The taller one, I'm probably going to have to cut some of the top off to get it to fit in there. I'm going to try to do this without wrecking my lights. Well, it fit in there when I tried it the other day. I might have to, yeah, and it is a tight, tight fit. So what I want to do here, you know what? I'm just going to trim some of the top of this little tree off, because I don't want it scraping the inside. And then I'm going to put some hot glue on here, and I'm going to glue it down to the bottom. On the inside, you can use whatever you want in here, whatever little miniatures you have. A lot of stores sell miniatures. Hobby Lobby, and of course Dollar Tree, but whatever you want to use. And I found that needle nose pliers, a large pair of tweezers, whatever you can reach in here and grab these things with to maneuver them around, which is what I also did with the lights. I used the needle nose pliers to kind of grab them and place them different places because they were kind of hard to get in there. I used to have a snake, and I would feed him frozen mice, and I had this big, huge, long pair of tweezers. They were very, very sturdy, and I think I had gotten a pair similar at a hardware store a long time ago, but these were excellent quality, and I got them at PetSmart, and they are excellent for use in crafts. I miss those things. I can't find them now that I had moved, but if I can, I'm definitely going to grab another pair. Alright, now this tree here, I'm going to have to cut out about that much of the top. Oh look, I'm not taking the label off. I know when people comment on my videos, you didn't take the label off. Well, I don't have to. Okay, so now I'm going to put this other tree in there, and don't worry how the bases look right now, because you know what? We're going to use some of this fake snow here in a little bit, and it's going to cover all of this up. So now I'm just going to use these long needle nose pliers here just to kind of rearrange my little trees in there. Now let's see, what else do I want in there? I think I want some carolers. I think, oh Lord. Oh, she's alright. Lord, I just dropped her. Now she's got a concussion. That's putting us in the Christmas spirit. Alright, let's see. Here's a snowman. I don't want to put this little snowman in there. So now I'm just going to put some glue on here. And if you can find these little terrariums, I mean, I would say to grab a handful, because you know what? You could do so much with them for Easter and, you know, all different kinds of holidays if you could find the miniatures that would fit in with it. It'd be cute to have an Easter bunny in there. Okay, so now I want to glue the little carolers in. Alright, y'all stand in there and sing. See if I got it flat down enough for the glue to hold. Like that. Okay, now for this fake snow. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to open the bag first. But what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and a brush. And I'm just going to kind of paint around on the bottom here and sprinkle some of this stuff in and let it dry, and I'll see how that looks. And then I'll go in maybe and paint some more in there, sprinkle some more of this stuff in there and see how it looks. Because basically what I'm trying to do, aside from making it look like there's snow on the ground, is covering up the bases here where they actually touch the ornament. That's what I'm trying to do, is cover some of this stuff up. So I'm going to use, and this still has glitter on it, I'm basically just going to use this little sponge brush. I'm going to make a mess with it. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to dab it around on the bottom here. I have some smaller ones. I need to go find that. And the good thing about this is it does have a flat bottom. So if you don't want to hang this on a tree, you can actually set it on your desk at work, or just set it on a table and hide the battery pack behind it, which I think would be really cute. I'm just going to dab some of this right in there. That's probably going to cover up that little light I have on the bottom, but it's okay. And now we're just going to shake some of this snow in. Don't worry about it getting everywhere. And then I'm just going to let it sit there and dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to shake out all of the excess. Okay, now while that's sitting up, I want something, oh Lord, snowstorm! While that's setting up, I wanted something to go right here. I want a bow or something. I want something big. So, and I've got this, this decorative clip. I actually have a handful of these. I'm going to see what different styles I have. But I really like this because there's carolers and there's a drum. And, you know, I just like the way that looks. Now, if I want this sitting on a table, I might just glue this here so it looks like that. Or put a bow on it. I have some of these little bows. Actually, right now, let's take off one of these and see what that looks like. Because there's a lot of blue in here, and all my little peoples in there are wearing red scarves and whatnot. I might just put a simple little red bow on it. That might be what I do. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll just put this little red bow on here. And I'm going to, like I said, let that Mod Podge set up and harden a little bit. And then I'm going to shake out that excess snow. And I'll go back in. I might do another layer. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. It's kind of cute. See? Just like that. Just to give it a little extra something. We'll see. But that's what I have so far. So I'm going to let this set up one more time. I'll let it set up. I might even put some glitter right here. I don't know. Alright, here we go. This is what I have, and I decided to add some red glitter to the rim here just to kind of set it off. Yes, this would have been easier to do this at the beginning, but you know, it just popped into my head to do it, and so I did it. What I did is I just took a bit of Mod Podge, painted it around the rim, and then I sprinkled some glitter onto a piece of paper, and then I just pressed the end, you know, turned it completely face down, and just pressed the end into the glitter just to pick some of it up, you know. No big deal, but this is what I have. Let me see, I'll turn the lights out. There we go. How cute is that? A little winter wonderland inside of an ornament. So, although this video had a lot of pauses, and I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing when I started, I think that the picture I had in my head came out pretty well. So, if you would, turn the lights on, if you would, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.